All right, folks, Cimarron Badboy, Hornady, 180 grain XTP through the clear ballistics gelatin down there. You see, it's something a little different than my other ballistics test where I'm not sure that this gel is going to hold the 44 Magnum. So behind that, I have a box with some modeling clay in it, an old jacket, and some cardboard just to try to catch these bullets for examination later. I don't know if it's fair for me to join this test or this giveaway or not, but 180 grain Hornady XTP, I am going to guess that it's about, let's say 23 inches. All right, let's put it in the gel. Dead center hit. Let's go down and see. So what did you guys guess on that Hornady XTP? There's a trail, dead center. Man, peel back. I'm going to say that leading edge, we're going to call it 18 inches, folks. That's right. 18 inches from the Hornady 180 grain XTP out of the 44 Magnum. Here we go, folks, with the 200 grain Speer Gold Dot, that old flying ashtray. You saw what the 180 grain Hornady XTP did? Let's see what this old Gold Dot is up to. Woo! Man, I think some petals broke off at that velocity. Let's go down range and check it out. That Speer 200 grain Gold Dot, right below the 180 grain, it did break off and leave some petals. So I'm definitely going to have to dig these out for you and show them to you. But as I go down, I don't know if you can quite see it on video, there it is. It's right at the rear of the 180 grain XTP. So when I look at the tail of the tape, folks, and I've looked at it closely, the forward edge looks about 17.5 inches on the Speer 200 grain Gold Dot. 200 grain Gold Dot right there. 180 grain XTP right there. 17.5 on the Speer Gold Dot. 18 inches on the Hornady XTP. Whoo, let's keep rocking. All right, next is the Hornady XTP. How close have you guys been on some of your guesses? This one is the 200 grain Hornady XTP. Average velocity was 1438. Let's put it in this clear ballistics gel, see how it does. Ooh, rocked it. Oh man, I saw the cardboard box move in the back. Is that possible? Let's go check it out. Gosh, it's getting hot out here, and I have to do that shot all over again. There it is right there. That 200 grainer came down and traversed. You can see that it was losing some metal right there. And came out the top of the block right here. And it did hit my box, and you can see hitting the box, it didn't do any damage at all. And I saw it bounce back, but I can't find the thing. So since we didn't trap it, we're going to put one more shot. Hornady 200 grain XTP. All right, I got to get this one right and not aim so high in the gel. Man, it came out the top of that block. I saw it bounce back, but I couldn't find it on the ground anywhere. But since we didn't trap it, I don't think that's a fair measurement. I got one Hornady 200 grain XTP left. Let's put it in this gel. All right, that's nice. Should be in the gel. Let's check it out. We captured it this time. There it is. There's that wound track. temporary cavity. Before I show it, how far do you guys think? Did you make your guess? All right, there it is right there, folks. And looking at the tape, that forward edge is at 20 inches. That's right, 20 inches. My clear ballistics gelatin isn't so clear from all the melting I've done on it, but shows you could reuse it. Let's get it from this side and see. There it is right there, folks, 20 inches. 20 inches for the 200 grain Hornady XTP. So we have 20 inches for the 200 grain Hornady XTP, 17.5 inches for the Speer Gold Dot, and 18 inches for the Hornady 180 grain XTP. Uh-oh. Moving on up. Moving on up. All right. This one piques my interest the most. This is that Sierra 210 grain. What do you think? Will it beat out the 200 grain Hornady XTP at 20 inches? Only one way to find out. Let's put it in some gel and see. Man, that thing hits hard. Oh, I shot it out the side of the block. I can see the hole in the box. Let's go check it out. It came out the side of the box. Range fans. Whew. I promise I'll get this right. But there's that wound track. It goes all the way down. This is where it comes out of the side of the gel into my box. And I start fishing through all this cardboard in here and found it down in the bottom of the box. Jacket separated. Man, that lead core is still hot. Oh boy. Whew. But you can see what that thing looks like. Man, I got one more we're going to put in the block to try to retain it. I feel like that's only fair. Man, I hope you guys made a deep penetration guess for this Sierra 210. Let's put another one in the block. Man! Woo! Range fans, take a look. Now, this Sierra 210 grainer did some crazy stuff. Look at that. Man, it started to shed its jacket, left a big old mess right there. Continued past the 200 grain XTP onto, I'm going to call it 22 inches. The forward leading edge is 22 inches. But I don't know, for you ballistics experts out there, tell me if that's pushing that 210 grain too hard. Because you see, man, it just fell apart. Wow, interesting results, but still yet 22 inches by the Sierra 210 grainer out of that beautiful piece of machinery. The Cimarron Badboy and 44 Magnum. All right, last and not least, that 240 grain Hornady XTP can be used for anything, folks. Today, I'm using it for some penetration tests and for the dayattherange.com giveaway. I hope someone is with a half of an inch of each one of those rounds down there to win that box of 100, 180 grain Hornady XTP Freedom Pills. Let's put this 240 grain through the clear ballistics gel. I've drugged this on long enough to keep you guys in suspense. Whoo! Kicked like a mule. Let's see what that 240 grainer did. Range fans, I got some interesting results. But first, we're going to show you that 240 grainer. Man, this old gel block It's taking a beating today from 44 Magnum. Here we go. Yes, folks. Right there. You can see right there. If you can see, if it'll focus. You can't hardly see through the block. But that's where the 240 grainer came to land. Let's pull out the old tail of the tape. So the 240 grainer, Hornady XTP, I thought would get way more penetration than what it did. But this is what the tail of the tape tells us, folks. It says about 17.5 inches in the clear ballistics gelatin. Now, I stated I have something interesting to show you, and I do. Remember that 200 grain Hornady XTP that bounced out of the gel, hit the box, and bounced back? Well, I did find it. It was right in front of the barrel. I don't know how I didn't see it before, but here it is. And this is where it came out of the block. You can see how that thing mushroomed. Wow, and it came out of the block right there. Hit that box and bounced back. I have no idea how I didn't see it. Right there. Maybe I guess I thought it was a rock or something. But there it is. And yes, folks, I know. We've got the Speer Gold Dot 210 grainer to fire through this Cimarron Badboy. And I know I forgot to get the chronograph test. And guess what? I'm not going back now. I'm not going to tease you. We're going to put one round through the clear ballistics gel of the factory Speer Gold Dot 210 grain and see how it performs. Let's get to it. And last but not least, the old Speer 210 grain Gold Dot 44 Magnum. What was your guess? My guess, after seeing earlier results, what do you think? 16 inches? Well, let's see. I know one thing. Whoo! Hit hard. Man. Let's go down range, see where it ended up. Folks, let me show you something really gnarly. That was Speer Gold Dot 210 grain. There's that path. I hope this is coming through on the camera. Look at that thing. And the leading edge is 19 inches. Look how that thing opened up. That is amazing. Probably the gnarliest of the crew. There it is right there, folks. It comes out, the leading forward edge, right at 19 inches. 19 inches, folks. Good gracious alive. So let's get back to the reloading layer, go through the data, and talk about what happened here today and find out who is the winner of the dayattherange.com 44 Magnum Freedom Pill giveaway. Woo! Range fans, now I know why those Speer 210 grainers hit so hard. Check out the velocity on these things. 1541, 1614, 1606. I believe this is a misreading. The sun was going down or going behind the clouds when I took this shot, and I think it screwed up the chronograph. You got 1610 and 1608. So those things are hovering around 1600 feet per second. Let's see here. Let's take a look at the old target back there also, folks. Let's take a look at it. Those Speer 210 grains ain't no joke and hella accurate. Mr. Revolver Guy, signing out. Drum roll, please, for the final in the 44 Magnum giveaway with the Cimarron Badboy 44 Magnum penetration test. First up, the 180 grain Hornady XTP penetrated 18 inches, gained a little bit of weight from peeling off some gel, I believe, at 182.3 grains. Then second up was 180 grain GoldDot. It penetrated 17.5 inches, but lost quite a bit of weight and came in at 99.8 grains. Then I had a miss of the 200 grain Hornady XTP and fired a second round, 200 grain Hornady XTP. It penetrated 20 inches and retained a weight of 173.8 grains. Then what I believe would be the most devastating, because I've seen these perform before in hogs, was the 210 grain Sierra, and it is the overall winner, penetrating 22 inches and retaining 154.5 grains. Next, you have the 240 grain XTP. That was a little disappointing as it penetrated only 17.5 inches, which was the same as the 180 grain Speer Gold Dot. The 240 grain XTP retained 182.4 grains. And last but not least, that devastating wound cutter, the factory 210 grain Speer Gold Dot, came in at 19 inches and came in as the overall heavyweight at 191.1 grains. So what was your guesses? Hope you were close. Mr. Revolver Guy, signing out.